Hey, it's the Univlogger. I'm back. Came here to tell you about some things I find interesting. My name is actually Richard Powers. I gotta oil it. When people ask me what I listen to in my free time, I usually tell them I listen to scores, like film scores. And like, oh. Like, I never get like, oh yeah, I listen to Hans Zimmer, or I listen to Alan Silvestri, he's great, or, or James Newton Howard, he's the best. No, nobody ever has any examples of film score music to listen to. Seems like most people don't listen to film score music. It's good, though. I'm not talking about, compilation mixes where they have all the songs that are featured in a movie. I'm talking about the original compositions for the film. But I don't really have much of a CD collection or a music collection in general. And then finally I bought a record player, and then soon after I bought a bunch of other albums. And I'm going to show you, okay, some of those score soundtrack album LPs. The best. Okay, this one's the worst. It's a horrible pressing. It squeaks like the whole way through almost. But it's an amazing soundtrack. So we're gonna listen to this a little bit. Nothing special about the actual record. It's black vinyl. It's it's like the Dark Knight though. Black like the Dark Knight. Here we got the greatest science fiction soundtrack hits. Neil Norman. Anyway, this guy, he does like disco versions of all these science fiction themes. It's cheap, cheap, cheap! I got this for like $5. Hiccup. Burp. There's a hiccup burp. Blues Brothers, the soundtrack, the movie. So this is a soundtrack, but the movie was a musical, so it's a score. If you're a human being, you probably should own the Rocky Horror Picture Show. It's some great little ditties. Throwbacks to the 50s and 60s. I saw this movie when I was probably too young, but I mean, it's a great film. I'm not a transvestite or anything, I just... I like the movie. And then we got, this clear red vinyl.
Science fiction, double feature. Frank has built and lost his creature. Darkness has conquered.
Then when I saw this, I had to pick it up. Breaking Bad. Just selections of various tracks that were recorded for the show throughout most of the seasons. And it's just great. There's a double LP. It comes with the poster. Whoop, whoop. Gatefold sleeve thingamajiggy. So you got whoop, whoop. The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, probably one of the best Western soundtracks ever made. Black vinyl, but hey, it's a great vinyl. So, listen, well, here. Barry Lyndon, great movie, great soundtrack, great artwork too. Look at that. Woo, woo. Another Kubrick, 2001 Space Odyssey. I want The Shining. That's expensive. This was cheap. I got this for like, I don't know, $7 or something. eBay. Crazy place. Gatefold sleeve and everything. Let's look at this. Ooh, look at that. We got some little notes. Notes on the shit. Black vinyl, you know. It's like the 60s though. You can't expect fascinating shit from that era. What am I saying? John Carpenter and Alan Howarth doing Halloween 3. Ooh, this is one of the first things I ever wanted to get. Oh, what's that?
It's almost time, kids. The clock is ticking. Be in front of your TV sets for the Horathon. And remember the big giveaway at 9. Don't miss it. And don't forget to wear your masks. The clock is ticking. It's almost time.
Happy, happy Halloween, 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 happy, happy Halloween, Silver.
Sultan Precinct 13. This is my second copy. The first one I scratched the hell out of trying to figure out how to get it to not skip. Because it was skipping. I don't know why. It's probably because my shitty record player's a Crossley. I hear they're kind of shitty. Unless you want to sponsor me, Crossley, then I'll say whatever the fuck you want. Blood splattered vinyl. Creepshow. I mean, this is the P. Diddy right here. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. Print it comes with. I want to frame that baby. And this is from the one that's coming out. It's the Friday the 13th. You'll see that in a minute, but that's the print that comes with that one. There's a bunch of essays here talking about the shit. More shit talking about the shit. Some great artwork there. Woo! It's got some black in there, but barely, you know, barely. And the last soundtrack we got here is Friday the 13th. I mostly bought this for the image. I mean, I like that image. But, you know, it's not my favorite horror film. It's a good slasher. But the soundtrack itself is amazing. It's almost like a more visceral Psycho soundtrack. Hitchcock Psycho. It's like a sunset. Whoa. Down, 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 down. And that's all the soundtracks I got. Yeah. I'd highly recommend pretty much all these. Maybe not The Dark Knight Rises, just maybe buy that from Mr. Zimmer himself. Go get some vinyls. They're pretty good. You know, they're making a comeback. Oh, go get some vinyls. Go get some vinyls. Oh, you're gonna love them. No, yeah. The sound quality's so good. It's like you're there with the musicians. It's like that you got them shrunk down in a tiny little box.